Something's hurt, guys. Dang it. That one felt good too. Man. What is up, guys? We are back at the shop. Got the MR2 on the lift. If you guys saw the last video, we broke the transmission on the last pass, but she was ripping all day, went a 9-1. We were so close to getting that 8-second pass, but it just didn't happen. And unfortunately, we did break her in the process. So today, she's going under the knife. We're getting ready to pull the transmission out of this thing. I was gonna drop the engine and transmission all together, but I figured it would just be a lot quicker just to try to get the transmission out of there. I have pulled the tranny out of this thing once before while leaving the engine inside, so we're just gonna try to do that. I already went ahead and got the rear wheels and tires pulled off, got the engine cover pulled off. Just need to get the axles and stuff pulled out of this thing and start unbolting the tranny and get her dropped out of there. And we will take a look at the insides of the transmission once we get the case split apart on it and see what the damage is. So I'm really hoping it's nothing too major. It definitely sounded pretty rough, but this is the Quay sequential transmission. So depending on how bad it is, it might take some time to get this thing fixed because we're gonna have to order some special parts and stuff, and they're not gonna be cheap, but we don't know what the damage is and what we need to fix it until we get this thing pulled out. So we're gonna go ahead and get this transmission dropped out of this thing and see what we need to do.
Down there, Kane?
Yep, we got her.
You ready for it?
Mm-hmm.
Gonna drop it right on your stomach.
She's coming out.
Yeah, you'll lower the jack though.
Are we good?
Yep.
You feel safe under there?
Oh yeah.
All right.
You feel like you're at home right now?
I'd be paranoid being under that while it's coming down.
He doesn't need it. That's
Shane's just in his natural habitat. Oh, he's just pulling. Oh. Dang, I didn't know it was just gonna come right out like that.
Is it a boy or a girl?
I think it's a boy. Yeah.
Did you get hit?
Hey, you want to lift up? Well, let's see if we can lift up the car.
Yeah, go up.
You good?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
hey, Kyle, you gotta watch the motor though.
Oh, yeah. A little more. You good to get out, Shane?
Yeah.
There it is.
There it is. Woo. Damn, we left for a month and you got a new style, bro. You got the hole in the jeans. Damn, bro.
Yeah, I think these are honestly some of my dad's old pants.
Yeah. That's when you used to work for Abercrombie and Fitch.
Right? Pre-ripped jeans, dog.
Bump it up just a hair.
A little more?
Yeah. Perfect. There she is. Time to tear her down and see what happened to it.
You look excited.
Let's try not to get the Cletus shirt all dirty. I like this one.
Advanced staff.
I brought the impact.
I brought the 3/8 ratchet impact with no battery, with no charger.
Nice. Died.
Well, fifth gear's still okay.
Oh, is this like, is that from heat or is that was like that?
Huh, that is kind of... Did that seize up? No, it feels loose. There's oil on everything, so...
Why is it that color though?
I don't remember what... Oh, it might have got all hot when it was... If something is broke underneath in there, maybe it put a lot of pressure on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that colored up good. This bearing popped out of the top too. I don't see any huge chunks missing yet. I can see all the gears, everything looks not horrible yet. It doesn't look catastrophic, at least.
Well, let's hold your thought.
Yeah, no, it definitely still could be.
Remember
we have to do
how
that
this
thing.
goes back?
Remember that huge thing we torqued?
Oh yeah.
But I can get these off at the impact.
Are you talking about when we put it back on?
When we put it back together, we got to retorque it and stuff. But oh, what?
Oh, whoa.
Dude,
It's loose.
it came loose. How did that come loose? That's probably what did it. This nut right here is loose. That's supposed to... We torqued all this down. but I'm pretty sure you're supposed to like hammer with a screwdriver to lock it.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Dude, that nut is just loose. Look at that. And it was supposed to go to like 180 foot-pounds.
That's probably why everything's not lining up how it's supposed to be. That's no good.
We torqued it, dude.
Here it is. Be good to us.
Uh-oh. Dang, it actually
Broke the selector off.
fourth gear.
Look at that.
It broke fourth. Dang.
Oh,
It chunked it. I don't
look
know.
at this one.
I feel like it didn't do that from the power though. Like, dude, that's crazy. It only like did it right there and didn't keep going around.
It probably like locked up at some point and then probably loosened that nut that was loose.
Wait.
It broke that off.
Oh.
Because this one still has that.
There's a lot of little things, huh?
Yeah.
Is that for the selector?
Yeah, it broke the little bump of it off. I feel like that. Who knows? I mean, good news is it doesn't look too horrible. I think this dog is done too.
Yeah, down there.
Yeah. Dang. Well, she needs a new fourth gear. That kind of sucks. So I'll hit up Matt.
It was going into fourth, not loaded fourth.
Yeah, just broke fourth, dude. Well, that's
And on both sides.
It's gonna need both of these replaced and this dog gear right here too. Cause that guy's torn up right there. Look at the edges. That's what happened to the MR2 tranny, boys. Gotta get some gears on the way for her. So not sure why that happened. That top nut was loose as well. That could have happened because all this might have locked up and then that locking up could have made it come loose. So I know we tightened it. It's all on video. We got it tight as hell and torqued it to spec. This could have also been an issue with the detent as well because the detent was coming loose, and without that detent, it's not really holding the shift barrel exactly where it needs to be at all times. So if this had some slop in it, it could have caused the dogs to just smack on each other really hard and not engage properly. So
Your dogs.
yeah.
Who let the dogs out?
Yeah, and that was fourth gear too, so I don't think like the power it's making should have been an issue. I think it's something to do with the misshift issue, because it always had that issue going into fourth a long time ago too. It was always fourth gear,
yeah, it was.
and look at which one is all worn out and destroyed now. It's fourth gear. So, you know, could have put something together wrong. This was the first one we ever tried to put together. I wanted to learn myself how to do this thing, and the only way you're gonna learn is to do it yourself. Just kind of learn as you go, but we're learning, breaking stuff, fixing it. We'll get her put back together. I'll have to hit up Matt and see if we can get some new gears ordered. But dang, that sucks. I was just talking to Matt on the phone. He said each gear's good couple $100, so we're probably close to $800 to like $1,000 to fix this thing, which does kind of suck. But I mean,
It's not too bad. It
yeah,
could
it's
have been
not-
way worse.
Yeah, I could have taken out all of it, you know, if these little pieces cycle through. All the other teeth look good. All these dogs look like they're in good shape. The teeth look good. I'm probably gonna pull it all apart to double check everything.
Whoa.
Ate up fourth gear.
It ate it.
Yeah, it's weird. It didn't go all the way around though. I felt it, and then I pushed in the clutch right away, and I think it just locked it up.
Yeah.
And just didn't keep going all the way around. But yeah, it took out just the teeth right there on this side of it, and then one tooth there and one tooth there. So it's kind of a weird break. Like, that's weird. Kind of spun around and broke again. But everything else looks to be in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
So I think we just need these 4 components. We need a new one of these, these, this guy, because look, those look good on that side, you know, not too bad.
Right.
And then those are really chewed up on the edges. And I told you that 4th gear clunked hard.
Yeah.
Right before that pass, and we've always had 4th gear shift issues, so.
Well, there we go.
Who knows? Yeah. Maybe we beat up a dog right in the beginning because I did something wrong. But you know, we're learning. And then this needs replaced because that broke off. Little nub, and that's what rides in the barrel. So I'm really not sure. I'm not sure what exactly caused it. I don't think it was a power thing. You know, I don't think the car was making too much power. It let go during the shift, so it had to be.
It could be the
shift related.
It could be length of time on the cut. There could be something to all that. We could definitely.
I think maybe the power came back, like the engine came back on before it was fully engaged.
Yeah.
And it could have broke it.
Yeah. That's crazy though, dude.
Well, I just sent a whole bunch of pictures of the transmission to Matt. He's going to be trying to track down some parts to get this thing put back together. He's going to be getting back to me tomorrow, but just sent him pictures of like the dogs and the parts that broke. He wanted to see what condition all this other stuff was in, because you can see the edges of the dogs are starting to wear. It doesn't look like all this stuff's too bad though. But I want to send him pictures of everything. And also, this was pretty interesting that this slider and selector kind of heated up like they did. It got really hot because you can see all that coloring. I'm not sure if this was a result from that breaking or something else was put together wrong. It went into 5th gear just fine. So I'm not sure why that is colored up like that. The dogs on it look in pretty good shape though. So yeah, that's something else I sent them a picture of. And then we're gonna need to replace this selector right here, this fork, because that guy broke off the edge. And yeah, basically these 4 pieces are the key ingredients to getting this thing back up and going, but we might also get some other gears on the way just to kind of refresh it if these are a little worn out. You know, since we have it apart, we might as well put some new parts in this thing if we can, if it doesn't cost too much extra to do, just to make sure she's back up and ready to go. But that's where we're at on the transmission and the MR2. So it does suck that the sequential had a failure on us, but you know, we live and learn, and we're gonna get this thing back together as soon as we can, get it back in the car and go for that 8, because we do also need to get this thing together because I signed this thing up for Rocky Mountain Race Week. That is right, we are doing our first race week hopefully this year, and I wanna bring the MR2, so we need to make sure everything is 100% on this thing and ready to go. And that was another reason why we brought it to the track yesterday. I wanted to make sure that it was running good up in Colorado and stuff, and it was obviously running really good. And I think for race week, I actually wanna turn it down a little bit, you know, maybe dial her in like the mid-9s or just somewhere in the 9s, I'd be happy. I don't need to be shooting for an 8 every pass, and then it would also help keep stuff together. But yeah, that's where we're at on the MR2, boys. So we'll get some stuff on the way, and she should be ready to go hopefully soon.
Well, dang. That's what your face looks like.
Sad. Broken.
Sad face here.
These gears are broken just like my heart. Just shattered into pieces.